Hey, Brandon here. Weekly update time. We've been gone for a little while. Thank you for coming back to find out that Stormlight 5 is at Bing 100%. In fact, Stormlight 5's 2.0 revision is at Bing 100%. That's right, because I wrote the 2.0, I stopped and did revisions. You might remember that from watching these weekly updates all through last year. I was periodically forced to stop and do revisions. Well, that means that I had only about 10% ish of the book, more like 15% of the book left that I needed to do revisions on. And I did those during the break. And so we are actually on 3.0, which is at Bing 4%. This week I started on Monday the 3.0 draft. This will be probably a 4-draft book. If it's not a 4-draft book, if there needs to be another draft in there, then editorial is going to panic because they don't have time for it right now. But it's looking really good. So I will be working on the 3.0 of this for the next 3 months, I believe. And then I'll have 3 months on the 4.0, and then, then we go. So, let's mention also with Celebration, since we've had several 100%, Bing! Skyward Legacy is also at 100%. So Jancy has finished that book and delivered it to me, and I am starting to read that to do my pass on that during kind of the extra time that I sometimes am able to find. So let's talk about some Stormlight stuff. Stormlight 5, when in truth, pre-order is live, and you can go pre-order a copy. Now, we are going to be celebrating this book launch at Dragonsteel 2024, our convention. Our group hotel rates are now available. We expect them to fill up, so go to dragonsteel.com to book if you want to come. And remember that there will be a package for Dragonsteel, if you're coming, where you can purchase a signed numbered copy. So that's in contrast to going and pre-ordering. Unless you want to have multiple copies of this wonderful book, you may want to wait for that. And if you're planning to come to Dragonsteel, so you can buy your signed number copy. So, not to tell you not to buy my book, but some of you don't go buy my book yet. Don't pre-order it if you're planning to get one that other way. What else do we got? Well, the store lets me know that the Stormlight and Sanderson boxes are now available. So if you want to get a pin of me, that one's in the Sanderson box. That was the surprise that we slipped in, plus other fun stuff. So those are up for sale. We have a crowdfunding campaign for the Words of Radiance leatherbound coming up. Boy, we're about a month and a half out now, aren't we? We've been releasing videos about the various orders of Knights Radiant, and we thought maybe some people are curious why we're doing this. Well, the theming for the Stormlight crowdfunding campaigns we do is this idea of kind of picking your order, and then you get swag based on your order as kind of part of the campaign. So we thought we'd do these videos kind of helping people understand the various orders, help them maybe kind of self-select themselves into whichever order they want. So if you haven't been watching those, they're really fun. You should go check them out. Team's done excellent work on those. And Dan wrote up some really fun kind of introductions in world to the various orders. You can find those here on this channel, or if you want to see them early, go sign up for our backer kit page for the crowdfunding campaign, because they launched there early, so you can watch them as they all come out, and you can be in the know when everybody else has to wait for the normal release on YouTube. All right, 2 more things for you. First off, for Utah locals, Dan, not me, and the Dragonsteel events team will be attending and sponsoring the Authors in the Dungeon event at the Provo Mall this Saturday. Dragonsteel will have a booth there with some items that are not available online, so you may want to go to that. I have a prior engagement, but everybody else is going to go have fun with that. And there will actually be some cool authors there, including Christopher Paolini, who's coming back into town. He likes it here, so he's gonna come to that. We have Brian McClellan. I don't know why you would want to go see him. Brian, if you do, tell him he stinks. I'm joking. Brian's a good friend. Charlie Holmberg, she will tell you that I stink. She is also a wonderful person. Trisha Trisha Levenseller will also be there, and lots of other people. So go check out, say hi to all my author friends, make fun of McClellan, and a fun time will be had by all. So last thing, speaking of my writer friends, so this is pretty exciting. Lynn Buchanan, who is an employee here at Dragonsteel over in the art department. She took my class a number of years ago and then ended up becoming my TA at my class and then ended up getting hired into the art department after just kind of being a really useful person who was there doing stuff for us when we needed it done. She actually got a book deal recently, last year. Some of you who maybe took the class during those years she was TAing where she was stressing about selling a book, well, it actually happened. She got a book deal over with Harper, and I have read this book, and it's quite good. And she's doing a cover reveal this week, and this is the cover of The Doll Makers. I think you guys would enjoy this book. It's got a really fantastic magic system. Lynn is great. We really love Lynn, and we'll be, helping her book out. We don't, I have no vested interest in this other than Lynn being a friend of mine and me thinking that her book is definitely worth you guys reading. So we'll probably have her on the channel to chat with you about what it took to sell a book in today's market environment, and we'll probably let you in on some early chapters and things like that. So congratulations to Lynn, and hopefully you guys will all check out her book. And I will be back next week to talk about progress on Stormlight 5's third revision. Until then, my nose needs to go back to the proverbial grindstone. So, revisions away.